Ghana any da so. Enti omo hwe na omo ani Ghana hwam omo mfo omo ani ni bibia isi ye achi. Ya betwetwe ho nkoma no pay. Na sara me company for ho no. Goil, your oil marketing company of choice, keeps making life so convenient for you. Goil now accepts Momo for all fuel purchases at key selector stations. Just remember to Momo it at Goil. That's not all. You can also use your bank card to buy fuel at Goil. And this is made possible by APSA. Drive to Goil stations now, buy your fuel, pay by Momo or bank card, and you are good to go. Visit Goil social media platforms: Facebook Goil.official, Facebook Goil.official, Instagram Goil_GH, and Twitter on Goil_official. For more information on the service stations, you can conveniently use Momo or bank card. Just ask for details. Goil, good energy. Goil, yeah, you dim. Homeowners, electricians, property developers, and contractors. Do you know that over 80% of domestic fires are caused by cheap substandard electrical cables, mainly imported? Do you also know that you are likely to rewire your property again within 3 to 5 years when you use substandard cables? Look no further. Nexus Cable Metal offers the best and highest quality cables on the market, proudly made in Ghana and guaranteed for over 40 years. Nexus Cable Metal produces all sizes and kinds of cables. Conduit cables in 150 yards, that is full coil and half coil, flexible cables, armored and non-armored cables, solar cables, low smoke, zero halogen cables, and also fireproof cables. Don't be deceived. There's only one cable metal approved by the Ghana Standards Authority and the Energy Commission. All cables are produced at our factory located in Tema, near Tema Oil Refinery, under strict quality, health and environmental assurance procedures, falling in line with International Standards Organization's standards 9001, 14001, 45001. For over 50 years, Nexus Cable has provided safety and value for money to our cherished customers. So secure your life and property today with Nexus Cable Metal cables. And to purchase in Accra, contact any of the authorized distributors in Opera Square, Abeka La Paz, Weija, Madina, or Yarafa, Shaman, and Tema. Always look out for Nexus branded signboard Prof ewa ha man prat wa ha mame man penifo atrance na fe yɛhyɛ ase emo enkomo mame nka se nkomo aye boy nyina so da adwenkyerɛ na asɛm bisa bi ɛbɛba ɛyɛ 0244844488 0244844488 ɛhɔ ɛna ado adwenkyerɛ no asɛm bisa ne nyina ɛbɛfa no pɛ prof
yes sir
prof marching
ya jo hina ba
number cho apum
de nyame adom ho ye
na kare aka no
emnim kan na me kan ye
enu tisi na o achia me wa ha no ya ba ka so ama na na ko ya
Benya
number cho apum ti say
Yankopon adaro
e de rade ase e mo akwa abanso
na unya panyi we
pacho etia de na chi kakra
onwie
dia hin onye ye no na number cho dia hin
ye be bisa kwesi
aha man prat wa akra de wo de bisa no no ne be hu man prat
yes sir
man prat net say
boko mumia
na man prat ya si chairman jina we
boko galamsi
okay na oya community man ya na galamsi
sustainable ya galamsi
anyway na ko ya mwako aba muna mkoto aba sise muna ho apaso twana sele kakra ma ye na eja yesi mfango ye gunagunu bi
yo ne da sin na ya
na ya wa bunu emu ohwampa o
me kan bibia
bunu ya desre so dance rose for desre
we akantie
desre
pacho
yo
me jana marry but o me kondo number you know na me dance na me nchia menuanum prof they mi share no hache I say nansi o mon call strike which is a juma nko
yes mo mind
yeah akwa ba
yeah
na menu akwesi so ene yetifo na ya wampa NPP akoye ya elections a etwa to see a bo party no abaso say yetimi awie na me fan say the cycle of elections are a party executives waiting the chatto party netimi go through the whole cycle a free polling stations in Kwa nipa base at 275,000 and shasi yedi polling station executives the free hall nipa 275,000 across all the polling stations we in the back constituency executives and also constituency be nipa 15 and executives wow. And also 275 constituencies no a team constituency executives are almost that constituency no almost nipa 15 for all the 275 and also your team area in about regional executives 16 regions na war region beyond here were 15 executives almost that region and also 16 regions your elections executives tina aka national executives I be chairman at the national level tia no na memenda ni kwesi ada no pay ye could this juma na ye wie no nti na em say MPP is the first political party ye wie say juma afi na ye nuanom NDC CPP on your council ba be chase ba yende ye wie ne ko ye ye wo ye gidi say ye nuanom ba be show mu di ase omo be hwe ne ko ye e ba yen e wo sa hyehye na anko ye nso omo be hwe na omo nso mesua bibi efrim se na be a political parties ye nya ye be wie say adwuma because political parties nya ba be chase nso ye omo new executives every say and this some friend no branch o say den branch Kokrokoo national executives say national executives omo ba Juma titri bedo menim 1 in Kambum, any 2 say be election a flag bearer na obekuta party no franca and they are called elections say be 2024. I'm OGD say I want them some fufro amode bay. I won't be this Jumanu and their boa party no and their boa Ghana man. Nti ya boy NPP abaso. Of course, nye bibia ne ko ye a free polling station. I ba constituency. Call region, call nation. Nye bibia ne ko ye. Me bompa yes party no research. E be hwe enema na eto sin kakra. Ejuma na di. We year elections in the 275 constituencies. Say ye nipa thousands and thousands and thousands polling station level. We are fraud their constituency. And yet juma ketwa. A massive work. And neman be betosin. Ye be an backup sena ye planning. But usheni ya dudwana akuye. But na akuye no. I say share your research for share. Now I'm share nenti akuye sene beya. 4 years he be sooner ye be sign this jumeya. Ye repeat. Nemani bi akuye to sin. Our polling station I call national elections. National elections say yen nim say and shall see them. Neka says we shall see by 10 o'clock anoba. It's a shall see we akra be say 2 o'clock. They no so entry and nema man entry say party no hwehwe. But I mean nim say delegates need be free all over the region of Bayern. And you munya na nya baby mo mutna won cry. Ti binum ko Eastern region. Aho na nya baby mo ko swear na kenka. Nti na omo benya beba stadium anopa no e ko delay kakra. E na afen so menya nti ye court no e the injunction e beto party no so say ye nnuanu ma omo wo swampon no from Tescom court the injunction beto omo so injunction no ba be eba efiada ewia nti na ma party no nti na memenda no pa na so emusi nkonya executives no mo hwe kwan a omo be fa so wo sa injunction na eba wo Tescom for no so then also ka ho na delay no eba ye Admiral Shemu said next 4 years no say be this adwuma ya sa na no manya ye betimi anticipate se na be ya nyema ni intimi delay but a sha say no dear nyema ko ye ba nyema ko toti party for a board don pe mu ho so many chi pa say o me hiem na mo ba be this adwuma ama party nti by and large no party no abomodin o man no obudan no yera makbe no and in mpanyifo a o mo hwe elections so yera ni makon on the head office elections committee o mayade me so say na me ka ho bi na me ka elections 18 and na hwe transport e de juma na be wie e bo party no bia baso say etimi e di say juma na e bo mpa say na titire di anim say kambo mbeba after elections na fe ye flag bearer and so yakopon ya duma 2023 and also be koyi amaye afa moju so kubia emba party no sa election no de no ye no constituency and no nipa no be bottom people to say me that year delegates no free region bia ebe nipa be say 6,000 plus bottom people presidential a flag bearer no de no do bia eto about the constituency inti no 275 constituencies ni ye beto about ti no be easy kakra mai e bompa ye na elections na nkasa no surprises me nim say na make surprises so be tin say obahano
There's a man.
And just as a to school fees.
All the school fees card.
All the school fees.
That mad no amount. I'm saying none of them are now. It is surprised they can't say.
Surprise, dear ma. It to be young on my dear. Dear maybe will be any that so say a big
Okay. Into elections now.
It will be a nippon date me a be a hundred.
Into elections now, Casa dear. Na it be a hundred kakra. It be a hundred.
Be 2,000.
And there's another house to train you.
Then you are hungry. Oh, Nanako, me, if I may, I can't body expression, it be why.
Exactly.
Just all kinds of hundred were surprised.
A state of affairs, honor your body. And then I said, shake.
Okay.
Indeed, there's a dismembering of parts of your body.
Who castle who dream?
Who drew a one
surprise? Yeah, mama. And the money be see ya na mimi who dream kakra. Ufa chairman say na yenye nim say nipa mienu na edi mu akote. Yera samabati and a still team. Omuna uni nipa dodo na kasa. Sai din ni na da nipa dodo na trip. Tina yenye wa reshim say nipa mienu baako ena obedin kunim saa nso na bae no mu baako team de din kunim na ye nwanwa kakra ma me hu dwe me kakra ni say na me nim say me expect say be close kakra but we share elections results na anko ye close in team number 4,000 and I minua penya some about in number 1,000 and your hono me a surprise na him say o mu ba ko na be win but na be close but anko ye close we boni friend no landslide nti your hono ye be nwanwa kakra omo aka ne dia party for kukudam but na me should I expect to say omo be beni because only pano din komo na omudinu and time p and as answer they see ebinum nya 25 na 30 na kan na me ma cancel election dey o kwa men tie na nipa no ka kire wo no o ti nipa na nim na o sre so nto aba ma no e be din so be catch yourself for asem free anana na meboa nipa na bet wakot sre nipa na nim no on kan kire say for asem free ho na akomi aye mpel on kan kire and odum say what's about better than nim so there sabi openyi o brand motivation kakra
don't you
can be never motivation ko onka enunti no makawa hada so ko ya election many pani bi fa wachi no mo ko ya research say bi openyi department say e bia wa pesika krama so openyi ma students in ko ya research omo de omo ko a delegates be kan okra chiro say a din ba ko mienu miensen why na move sha mo beto abama na be chairman and wa be organizer and be secretary who this ejuma na e ho na wo be hu ene be guide you because we share results ni bia 20 will be 4,000 will be na 30 she say I know you 30 one share anya na research na be enti ye no ma ye was a ejuma politics elections will be because a sikania holding nti answer na be ye make sure say who ground so enti chairman ne there ye nye nim say o man di mu akotene ye asam abati ni stage ni team and one be but na gap no ho na ye no kakra na openyi be friend Smith on or your first vice when was 17 di
bute chama bute onti ni dinda
mati dinda but minimum no
chama bute
nti se ono abefem etimi ebiti ye mami asobire for example openyi what ni dinda No.
Chamabuti.
First vice.
No, no crowds wouldn't.
But Mati didn't that. But me share. No, say vice chairman. 3. First vice, second vice, third vice. It is a nipa best 5, 6, 7 more prayer. You kind votes. No nya dudo. No na be first vice. No nya second. No na be second. No nya third. Moi unya 4 a unka, unya 5 a unka. Nti chese yera butini ono nya dodo okra wo. Nti I say no free hifa. Why are the pa? No say one of the surprises I buy. Nti ono hia congratulations from kom. Me bompa say imreya ebebe me ne be share. Na ene na ye juma. General Secretary don so no ahudwiri kese ba ho. Yen nim say Yera John Boedu and Abrante they say nickname JFK.
Justin Frimpong Kudia.
The nickname it moved because you say I don't JFK.
We had him so America.
Say American President John F. Kennedy. And as is your know about the fact, so you should live up to it. Now Niye him say JFK Kudia ni Yera John Boedu. And ana idimu akote. Me aminua Parian san. Na me jindi papa. Tinya me bisa me say Pari. Now why your research here? Say I say ya nhwe. Sana na nipa no dodo na expect no. Nipa na idimu akote na John Boedu ni Kodua. Omanso na efemu. Na ya so hwe General Secretary results na. Nka nsenke yehu bia because hwe na Yera Kodua Branty nya ya bedama 51-52%. And na Yera John Boedu ya bedama 46-47%. Ntinanka nsusu enye landslide dodo nsusu ye no enhyeda endorso to say chairman dia na team nya 4,000 and odina chinya 1,000. But as obia hu adwiri no e wo general secretary no ka hwe difference dan kenya too much 2,800 2,500. So na em say enipa no pi na omudo omonto aba ne bi no na omunya ogidie say John Boedu be win nti when winning even though margin no shedan yesron kono enipa na dodo na enka electoral college ni we goto aba no mo expect John Boedu be win ti ama omanya omhu adwiri papa ma no aba be ye bibi sronko as a election see that chance ye kase ye kaisa elections here 2022 elections here na be candidature pass elections at John Boedu elusu ye na che say nipa na e wo outside nya no many das one say honest and go win nti ankoba ne sa no man nipa ne pi hu adwiri the elections nya akwa ti say John Boedu elections but ohwa oyade pa 2,500 and 2,800 51 point something percent 46 point something percent nanka susu ya kese bia yi but this na obi ka chere me say senka the way na ni daso senka John Boedu be win senka wini John Boedu wini by 2,800 and na Yera Abrante Kodua enya 2,500 kra kebe no wa because not nipa no expect say John be win by landslide boom pa idika John wini pona anko ye booma ka no be dwiri na afin so de akwa ese na okoluzu kra intema nipa ni pi hu adwiri wow but o hwemu dia nanka difference no sheda endorse bia and until no Abrante Kodua no so deserve commendation for going against the expectation and to beat a stalwart like John Boydu was some party no free tete polling station ya Babiduha. And Brantian, Wayadi. Now she organizer na yenya him said Nanabi because youth organizer so there organizing we can see na own down so because electorate in Dodo na people between the ages of 15 to 40. The bulk of the Ghanaian electorate. We are youth organizer, basically. Organizing a
Now, just a point of information. Chairman Butte is the father of Nam 1 and former Central Regional Chairman of the NPP.
Nam 1, yeah.
The Nam 1, yeah.
Sir, but a popular channel.
And just a papa na ejumapa. Eti justice abeku ni uti no fe me dase something ya me che me dase.
Oh, abeku me chia no me tell catch.
That's it. During President Kufuor's era, no a Central Regional Chairman.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. I just don't know so obey much. But say national level now with Timmy enya dodo achen obi ti say me man me with so bayre. Ayade pa. Ana ne ba na popular pa o. Ana.
Pa.
Okay. Na organizer no.
Hey, yes, what the Central Regional Chairman 3 times.
President Kufuor time.
I say Chairman Butte was 3 times Central Regional Chairman.
Okay.
He didn't contest 2014 and Kutin took over in 2014.
Oh, then I Kutin be seen na Osha organizer.
Okay, Banasco, yeah, that's it.
Nenya worries, Nenya EGD said Nanabi ebe win. But Nanabi youth organizer or ye Juma ba yenye Juma ye. Ntinya him said o move work organizer nanka ebe ye smooth. Sena me kan kind of mabunu na ye the bulk of the electorate. Ghana for between 18 and 40. The vast majority of the electorate. Until now, we are organizer, youth organizer, not just a party organization. One is you now. And they say you are nana being so there. Nehonjo na or your warm. Inti and or your Germany ye pa. Inti nya would digital honor be win. And I'm pa sansona a bemo. But me Titus Glover. And also Max Onyane nipa ho adwurom kakra because na nipa expect say Titus benya sa votes no na nipa GD say na be nya landslide boom ba until for Titus to come that close no the surprise at the organizer na Titus performance no until wayade na yade pa youth need the him say Abrantia Salam Befa. Women also Emma make it just by Bia Bibisado Kate Anna that would be a tree. This sounds soon about no soon the landslide papa be boom 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 pa na ntia wie e wa rechem say omo a e wini ye no e bom nya baso omo beto nsa ana se minus na kan bet omo open can say extend the hand
that was beto nsa bibie omo apono
on bibie omo apono na wa wini ye no na obie opono a edim tinipa na elusu ye matese yera kodu ase oni John Boydu asa she di puta no se na ya be faso John Boydu experience pa nti se Kodua Emma John Boydu play a role in his administration at least to stabilize because John started his ejuma ache sa so na chairman yenyu asabi say team ebie ne nsem ebie
emu bia obai ne nsem obie na pon
Oma Asabi a good role in the administration wa hona ebeboa pa because yenya any as I be the enthusiasm of the Basa party. Both the winners and the losers. The losers and some count na yekoye ni parties here almost I feel on my chassis. You see, Brad CPP say I feel on my chassis.
I see.
Un committee.
Man, Brad, you batch your mic and mommy.
Official. Meeting man, I make me constituency executive. Me polling station, nothing. Me
Are
so election open now contest. Me contest here.
now the one contest I say more official position.
Hey, by force.
Now you are one of the most popular CPP. CPP walk my one in any mom channel.
Me committee. Me come. Me.
And a party be go.
Man, Brad, Nana come here was shed up.
No meaning, but
By shed.
My shadow said,
What should I say about having offer no pay?
David, we see the Obo CPP now you could see from
And then people are more who are passing to the
PNP na make other parties.
Sir.
Well, Penya Jekum say the name party, but we see there. Untiming boss CPP, and you could see free. Until I make us a finna. It is a me pay CPP in Shishaya. Say me to be sa kwesi. And I may be sunny. Now, no see the only motion.
And now,
Me Judy, but I'm one. I'm a big kwesi. Kosum.
Anyway, then I come here.
CPP, NDC,
PPP.
PPP. Omuna phenom so my chance here. Ayom reorganization. Yeah, hope some so. Ombesu and BBF and PPP. So much here. On my better branch. But me namdi chat on say. Depending ya. Or me winnie or me lose. So me lose and grand cobia can say ye. It's a bobby abaso. Na yenhwe. Say 8 you see BB 8. Yenhwe say that. Medase Nana.
So medase papa Nana come here. Kutin contested Chairman Bute in 2010 and lost to Chairman Bute. Bute brought Kutin when he was living in 2014. He's an experienced politician. PK Sapon. Thank you. Some more. Anyway. Manprat.
Yes, sir.
Omakwaba.
Master. Abane de ya 12. Ehu sunso na ewo mu. Na titi nsem ya na ni shedanti ase papa. Atu abawi. Party for chiro omode. Ni a party for si wo mo peno and Stephen in team national chairman. Usuo, usirio, uhurio, uyedien Stephen in team the national chairman finish. Party was one GFK no more penal as general secretary. Or no general secretary finish. And yeah, what is it? Oh, and then Cabo Bian Cofa Wimbeka, Uncle Fanbeka Bed. Party member be our obligations. And I remember all responsibility, obligations, and so on. So we are party member, dear party member, as a way, and was said yes, a way, and the as a party yama, and they do as a party yama. Now, just walk to a banward dinkubu, who could dinkubu, yeah, was a name saying, there's a kabumunti, Mimi agenda Namedeba, who agenda ka you show. It is a sassam the uncanny ye. Emiripino, sir, unity near the near can. It undermines the decision of the actual voters near the. Inti masa, maybe a main come and in party no actually na do. A yinkofo bi so mo koyaduma. Wo bia wo do party no asade enso kwota wo machina koboa omu dinkunim. Ananya sa. Na akwata chire da twetwa nkrofo achi na as unity ni unity no e kofa ni. These are the people of party na ko elect finish. Na wamuso ya to aba wamuso ya di asudie kese sa na hye wamusa no wamuso enu bi ho eso hwe ni yo Say at Waba, ye Stephen in team national chairman, ye JFK, ye way. About what ye a Frankatuni. Na send ye beya a banner ye quatu Frankatuni. A beya crongy na bugabia cobem, here pa. Stephen in team, and is a oba umiafa. It is a wall and Martin afa. And then is a war a dining wafa. It is a wubiafa. Nidi and say, and she say, na de quatu about the ben French. Says will be a tuateku, be a bit tuateku. Eh? It is will be a cobra will be a no few and in what has any will be a cobra will be. Ye quatu by near to the Frenchum into a two bunny way. Na se Kennedy Japan na MPP for Penzo Bay Frankatunia. Na Kennedy Japan no be atanechi. Ya 2 year na sa Lanche Martina man for pa no be atanechi. Finish. That's all. That is what they expected to do now. Not more, not less. Opening and opening. The Bokrata a friend of Ghanaian Times and the Damen. Kata fan a tosu. Do me, and some more. A decan or being phobia, a friend of Dr. Kobe Mensa, a China dream your heart. Or say a political marketing analyst and lecturer at the University of Ghana, Dr. Kobe Mensa, says he's hopeful Stephen Ayensu Intim will perform as the new Patriotic Party's chairman. He said the new chairman is someone who knows the party well, has a wealth of knowledge and skills in political organization, and so would not be perturbed about the hurdle ahead and so on. Can't be pa with the who said Naniaji pa say Ura Stephen Tim no abeye Dontunani. And suddenly all born a basono. Ura Stephen Tim so titi way now money trimum koye de. Ona me no ye born a baso ye cancer papa no. Eni say o money trimum koye de. Your trimudia no so wo ni nsunsuan so. Na onye dwumapa na party no enko nani. Masa katafa dumi no na so na bibi ha. Also, we've suspended activities on various campuses. TESCON. The Tertiary Students' Confederacy of the new Patriotic Party has announced its decision to suspend all activities on various campuses following an injunction that barred 291 members from casting their vote in the 2022 National Delegates Conference of the party. The injunction was received on Friday evening, Masauti, and was late in relaying the message to the leadership, but the TESCON delegates have refused to accept the excuse, and the Confederacy observed that there was careful orchestration to exclude them from the event. And some Masa, say a tea has to see a be an anacumian name. Minim nienti a test conformia mamma cotuaba. Minim Ebia and Nakumia do a penny or party.
There was an injunction, court injunction.
Yeah, but why the court injunction? The court injunction is not the reason for preventing them.
Oh, they're dead,
yeah. A DNT and your filing injunction.
Oh, and they say a court has crazy.
And your court has
Obia won't cross over court.
Yes.
And my court is a teen.
But you have to have a basis for doing something. And I'll share injunction. Yes, that filing fear that. Test conform better see a filing injection more to Congress grounds that.
Not party need to do my bank crime.
You do a bank crime.
Yeah.
And so grow in animal grow you massa. Last minute. Last minute, the coincidence, ala.
No point in the day. Say me 2 point.
So we come na me kwan na me kasa bia
be bisa ma 17 na me.
Na bisa wo so nim until that is.
Oh, me you are. Me say a court injunction.
There be. Me say the court injunction itself is based on something. What is that thing?
Yeah, but then tia Oman to Abano is because there's a court injunction.
Whoever filed the injunction must have a reason for trying to exclude them.
Oh, why not?
What is the reason? That is what I want to know.
But Nentia Oman to Abano it's not because Obi was reason. It was because there was a court injunction.
And with me filing injunction, and there's no reason.
Well, at this point, I just say injunction be here.
But when I make
I don't think I mean be saying. With me filing injunction, and there's no reason.
But whatever the reason, the people did not vote because there was a court injunction. That is the fact. Anamba.
Yeah, that's true.
It's court injunction.
That's
the
true.
reason is need a court massive. But court has several notice. You have to comply. And that's the reason they didn't vote was because there was a court injunction against them.
Okay. Now me can say injunction. You filing, you know. Masa, what you soon time ni pa. Oh, in Sapa shed that you suit time ni pa. Bang! 291 delegates votes actually. Nanye biasa sa 291 no vote ya. Ka otu den kobe den. Eno na test confo yi bi say ya. Ene before Obama suspended all activities on all the campuses and so on. Na sani amini ana na kumia kan. Amra de emra. Obia to me filing injunction. Obia to me any ope. Ohun am che no. Eventually no court no decide say wasem no aba wo mu ana asa bani. Na mbom toda na say ye na say create impression bi no so hardware. Ohun am che no hardware kakra. Yes, as someone there, you be say 291 votes. Se bemu akati say. Eno ye asem kese. Na media ne krakra ha opening ne krakra ne saying. Amanyo ku biara, especially Ghana ha registered political party no. Ne buta ne say e beto abama no. Baba bam na Ghana mine no yesika yina ye de ahye ne nsa ye japade yina de ahye ne nsa ana me boy nti anu ni ade a me hu se e fapim no so ye no free mu a political party de ne fa hwan ho the facts of we are public institutions na mandate to manage the affairs of the country mandate to manage the affairs of the country no it's so very important. And somehow, Isikasam, and yet, Ubiandi them, that should be the focus of the new executives. And no, and remember MPP, no, why ya kono, and I say nya kono. Send the beya, Wombeshe, no mabebua by manashe, no may na hotoba. Na dokunu boy fakweni namuin, Petru boy fakweni namuin. That is the critical task. Nasa no ambamu dia nasa ni na koyesa ni atia ya nasa sani ya atia. And then faso bi ani. The critical question now is the national economy.
Makasawi me of a prat so akasawi. Prof.
Yes sir.
Mabafi.
What's that company for akasawi there?
Hey Debbie. We am penny for but opening angasa so.
No
Prof.
I'm say near yen nim say eja bo eja nyabidu.
Obedru so.
Na omo ano me yam mo bone omo ko ho be anopa no nsia no omo epon na de chien foforo.
If you say how much be 5:30. Anopa no.
Monue. Nti ya masa African time no adidi akoba bia. Ya me da ba concern say da bia om say kwame wa an ko be kan kiro say om ko to aba ya na me mpa ye no say ye be wie nam gogya kokra en so fo. Nti ye da nyame asese motumi akọ na motumi aba na asomdwem na nea dodo na pen esi ade ba kon me sua free on say wetie JFK
anopa kwame na kasawa
omo fom no nyina wo de acho ba kon ye mantam edunsia no emu mako dunum eyi omanim sɛ ɔmo pɛgye bi na yɛmpɛ krakye bi da bia woyɛ pani a wowɔ fie a sɛ yɛyɛ agyanom ne nam koraa ɔwɔ mma a yɛnhyɛ da nyia anim sɛ meba wei deɛ mepɛ n'asɛm paa obi nim dwonkukura a adeɛ bɛte so wɔ sɛ nana yɛ wote aseɛ paa sɛ woda a wonim sɛ adeɛ bɛte a wobɛnya no na woda a wobɛnkum so anaa nifa so bibia tumi si nti wonya kɔyi w'anim wie na baabi anka wopɛ sɛ wode fufuo bɔ no ankɔbɔ hɔ a afei na wɔyɛ den deɛ ɛyɛ sɛ aberantɛ no aba ntɛm abɛka sɛ deɛ sie biara ɔde kyɛ de memehwɛ nneɛma kuo mmienu mewie a na mawie nea pate ne hia paa akwasisi ɛno hia deɛ no ato ɔmo nka bom deɛ ehia wɔ baabi a sɛ mo akɔto aba na wie ɛbɛnifo sɛ praeɛ hɔ ewi baako a ne buo ɔka bom a emu
When can say, young Kabum said, you what did go no penny a debate.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I saw Munina.
What did go? Yes, that's what did go send me pen cabo to me penny and find that you will pay at many.
We send the Soviet to Mincasa. To what will lose
and this I say no,
everybody's here. One will lose elections or Cassa. With the Chisia Yena, me pants, my bad. Why?
We are losing election. Uncle Trahonco Cananum too. We lose election at the Chia. Or see, Yamoya element pet, Nasani, your party. Who wouldn't send your party again to Ama? I know what some America.
But we see, say Nipano, Nebo and Tony here because of BBA and Saneka. And no more crying, you must reach out to them. Okay. Crying, you must reach out to them.
Reaching out to them, we are not reaching out to them for them to come and impose their agenda. We are reaching out to them to placate them,
so they come on board. Okay, and that is very necessary.
It is Sanka Bomuna men
Kugu, what did Kugu? What agenda no be a Jumaka tomorrow. Agenda name yet Makochnefi. Now we'll be an audio boy. The frozen Bebua no near Udin Kunim, no next boy between the on TV.
Other moment to us.
Now I see the years on your baha. Young TB and Sunny Abaha.
And Tiname can say,
what did Kugu out there? What
did you say when you are briefing? Say,
Nana Pesem no Casa Brecasso.
Now, we can say,
why not be sitting in the Casab?
And that be what them way.
Oh, Nana, we know us.
Mr. Uncle for me, no one besides a nano day this year.
Oh, now we know Biku.
Oh, Dabby.
And you'll be uncle, Madrin and Mitchell.
Oh, yes. Say, oh, Cocumbia. Yes, oh, Cosa Ubedin Kunim. Obiano, Coquan, Adrian said, a queer make way, dear. Your best shimmy film from Obiani Hosa. It is all corner say, Unkunim now, Mum could go bar. I want your friend to a trafa. Your best CBI offense. A tefra here.
Opening with them, Mr. A big Hosa. Me, Madame Fubia, or corporate presidential candidate, and I'm a friend. I'm sorry. I did who could go now, could doesn't mean also him. I'm saying Tiana, also me announce me who for the future. The be wa Okosiaka, or one him so one of my own 2 months.
I'm a Dutchin.
Thank you, sir.
And also. Now, also, the Biabe say, oh, no, be cocoa. The Bia Pumaltre, the enough to the Pacrone, the animal. Or the Toto who now had a year, Nankawasai, in Sudian can farm aside. Since a biohana and you kakra. Say, a bay a cotu now shedding a wunya ya. A nipana, O call Mohon there. At a certain day, Sabia soft be O call anymore. Ah, Sadia war back come out tower suman. Ama wajina disa wa yasofo kunun no beka nti delegates na okom de ombeka na ebe yode se ze yakoto aba na wie mayi nipa ombedumanim me chemu mienu de di nka omu hia nkambom eno amba de ane de omu ye nyina nsiaga ana omu hia onuado ene odo ankasa ɛna anidie a yɛde ma yɛ afɛfoɔ sɛ yɛato aba yɛ awie ɛtɔ na bi koraa ɔmo yɛato aba ma wɔn no nhyɛ ɔmo ho nhyɛ da nyɛ hene papa na ɔmo akyi taafoɔ no ehuro ɛbɛm onipa a yɛabo no ɔde sika ɛkɔwura mu ɔde ne brɛ kɔwura mu ɔde n'ahoɔden kɔwura mu no ɔno ɔte ɔdwene ne ho sesia dukɔ ka biribi a ɛbɛbere ne koraa n'ani bɛbere wanhwɛ anka bom no a mopɛ sɛ obiara mɛkan ho na wamba na afei yɛmfa obuo ɛma obiara deɛ wadi nkonim deɛ wadi nkuguo obiara kyitaafoɔ yɛmfa ma wɔn na yɛnyan atemnidi a bɛbɛkyerɛ adeɛ baako a mehu wɔ ɔmo campaign no sɛ afiam sɛ na yɛ ɔnhyɛ dante no pii sɛ atemdidie ɛwom ɛne dɛ abaako anaa mmienu bi bɛbɛm akutiabɔ a ɛne mpootwa sɛ no bɛ mu a ɛbɛha dwen ɛna yɛ ɔmo kɔ ɔmo anim no ɛdidigya pɛsɛ minkum nya ɛna dufuru pɛ ɔmo timi nu firi mu a ɛbɛma ɔmo a ɔmo kɔ mu yi ɔmo adwuma no ayɛ mmerɛ
ɔbɛno sɛ deɛ bɛn
ɛdidigya
ada na ɛhɔ no yɛ wo dɛ sa
that is emphasis emphasis
nti ɛhɔ no yɛ wo dɛ paa
the e gɛyɛ a
ɛdidigya pɛsɛ minkum nya
pɛ ɛ sɛ ɛ m e n
and ɛyɛ whole sentence ɛyɛ me pɛ sɛ me nko minya nkaeɛ no nyinaa ma ɔnya bi koraa ɛmfa me ho ɛno nso ɛna afei adufuru pɛ ɔdo nsa benkum ne nifa nyinaa bɛsesa abɔɔboa no ya ayɛ na ɔmo werɛ afiri sɛ ɔde w'ani mmienu hwɛ toa mu a ɔhwene ne hunu mu eti ɔbɔɔboa saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛde menasepɔ bɛhyɛ nkɔɔfoɔ bi mu mekan sɛ sɛ nkɔɔfoɔ bi anya menasepɔ ɛsiane sɛ deɛ na ɔmo hwehwɛ no amma mu ɛna nnipa nyiyi mu deɛ ɔwin saa position wei ofiri mantam wei na nka mehwɛ sɛ nka obi a ofiri mantam wei betiatia mo radio no bi na beti bi obi so wei deɛ saa position yi wei deɛ ɛyɛ yɛyɛ region yi deɛ it is our region na call region foforɔ mantam foforɔ sɛ mo nyinaa mo sɛ mo yɛ kui a mo de enuadɔ ɛboaboa mo ho deɛ a ɛsɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa mo tugu na mo bɛka bɔ mu sɛ na mo sɛ mo pɛ sɛ mo break 8 no mo kai sɛ aka mfie mienu ɛne abosomi num na da yɛ anim na saa mfie mienu ne abosomi num na da mu de Ghana for hwehwɛ free mukuo no a bɛyɛ akɔnɔ mo ato amon sɛ ɔma setram bɛyie enti sɛ mo de mo adwene nyinaa kɔ mo abatoɔ mo wie we aka presidential no that's just a mo de yɛ to about 2000 wie no election so ho nsɛm kwa mfie mienu eba na de aka enum so kɔ yɛsa ebeduru hɔ no na nkɔfo ohunu nneɛma titira amaya ebɛma ɔmo ato aba ma ho enti so ɔmo tumi awie we ntem na onuadɔ no no obia ɔmo de ɔmo safrefro obia bai ɔmo sɛm na ɔmo kyerɛ ɔmo adwen na ɔmo nya anokoro esi ɛkwan so a ɛno na betumi ama ɔmo ayɛ nneɛma a ɛbɛboa ɔmanfoɔ mpuntu nneɛma a ɛbɛma nkɔfo abrabɔ mu ayɛ yie nneɛma a ɛbɛyi afiri saa ohia yi ne ahokyerɛ ɛwɔ mu yi na nkɔfo ahwɛ so mpanimfoɔ sɛ wode wano dɔ nwere bi ngɔ obetumi aka breaking the 8 wantumi anya dwuma a ɛsa ɛnya de a ɛbɛboa enti me nea mɛka kyerɛ ɔmo ano sɛ ɔmo ayɛ adeɛ makɔ wei aba kɛseɛ no da manim ne mu aban no ne party no ɛmfɔ madwene nyinaa ɛnkɔ abatoɔ ɛso na ɔmo nyae ɔman no adwuma a ɛbɛma mpuntu aba nana ya ɔmawie
yo nana ya ɔmawie Professor Kofi Ejekum ɛna wɔte ne nka na busafo ma menkan mo adwenkyerɛ mo de aba kakra na into apo anopay for 15 regional chairmen to openly declare for a candidate and he loses show clearly that the delegates this time round needed a change which they effected effectively. We hold their choice. Bring the party. The needed victory we need to break the 8 coming 2024. God bless Ghana. Ya Marvin, Ewo Kwesimin team. My regards to lawyer Yabuaben Asamoah of the NPP Communication Director. Ya Marvin, and I do say a free Kwesimin team. Eba and Anopay. Now Munkaila Jonas. Munkaya, way too long. With them Bacho. Why they take a credit fabra? Why? Bogakoto ewo poku ase me no ade kunta person business a question nti me pacho better further better particulars. Why? Cardinal, congratulations to all new patriotic party newly elected executives. Let us all continue to work together. The battle remains that of the Lord. And Kama Foster Achim Ayirebi. On a lighter note, the economy was humbled. The economy has humbled everyone. We no longer hear insults like "I can feed you and your whole family." Nana Dollar Edifri Pukwase. Okay. Nana Yakese, tell Uncle Pratt that he must be bold and say it as it is. Francis Brakwa Edifri Kumase Enode Ebaye. Nana, we thank God for a successful election, and indeed, the God of JFK was at the grounds. In fact, JFK will break the 8 from Amos Ewo Dome. JB's laws will have some influence on Ghana's next presidential election. Daniel Ochre, Gan East Municipal Hospital in Kwabinya. This one says, Cardinal, the duration of your hug will sometimes depend on how you smell. I think the media are reluctant to tell JB that he is the West General Secretary of the NPP. I Koyadu Pako. Mona moya mo party. Any yansu yeti baby ni ye juma. Nti I don't think I say me na me kokache o General Secretary say oye West General Secretary of your party. I mean, neman bi ho so kan wo adwen ho kakra. Wo na your party me menti o party me ye majuma. Can fear some numbers mean come fear some. I will say simple. Good morning, I agree with Professor Kofi Ejekum 100%. Breaking the 8 is a collective effort. So let's support the grassroots because they will do a pivotal job. Congratulations to all winners and better luck to the losers next time. Master Planner Junior Edwin Freaking Tampo and Ebaye. This one says, my name is Akwesi Echampon from Hacho and Maryland. Is Uncle Pratt saying that those who lost are trying to impose their wishes on the winners? I'm not sure that's what he said. He hasn't said that. Kadna, good morning. John Buadu should learn a lesson from those elections. Next time, he will not agree with authorities for MPs who are not performing to be forced on them. Good morning to you all. Good morning, Nanai Alkesi. So how will the 15 chairmen work with the newly elected officers? Asemu Bob Okele, Edifri Bema Camp, and Ode Ebaye. Ernest from Taifa says, Nana, the MPP has shown the way the other parties should follow. Ghanaians should expect economic good news after the NPP internal election. Good morning to Justin Kuduya Frimpong, Ernest, Edwifi Taifa, and Ebaye. Good morning, Cardinal. Okay, all right. That one was from Nicholas. Okay, who sent that one? Who says John Bodo should learn a lesson from the outcome of the just ended election? Nanaya Akesi, good morning. The so-called injunction was just a ploy to prevent the TESCON members from voting because the previous executive suspected the delegates from TESCON and that they were all going to vote massively for Justin Korea. Ask yourself whether till now we have been told the plaintiff in the matter. The truth is that there was no injunction from anywhere. Francis Brakwa Edwi Ifikumase Ena Wade Ebaye. Okay, Bobo Kelly, I just read your message, so why are you repeating it? I just read it. Why? Martin Jan, just Domia Brasi, good day, the Cardinal. In fact, what transpired in the just ended NPP election, the delegates are telling us a simple message. Martin Jai, I deal with me can't be out. Miss Odi Adi and Jai. What the back on by enough? Eba Kayamau. Nana Okese, the major issue in the MPP is unity, which the newly elected executives should work at. Boating Edwi Ifikaswa and Odebai. This is Boating, certainly not my assistant parish priest, Father Boating. The serious campaign waged by JFK against John Buadu was that under his watch, the party lost most seats and the popular votes also reduced. My question is, must he also be voted against if these narratives go against him in 2024? I wish all the executives the best of luck. Sir Mark Edwi Ifin Sawum and Odebai. This one says, good morning. The beautiful thing about the recent MPP executive election is that it was conducted under absolute peaceful environment. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to them. I mean, kind of also. Na yanko anga prata na fe na nakumia hona bibia enye kama. Nana Okese, John Buadu's shock will be MPP's shock in 2024. Mark my words. In fact, John Buadu's defeat was surprising, and it has surprised me. Alberta Edifi Kukrentumi Amamfrum and Odebaye. And then the final one before I go for second round says, if I mean, can we? Going by Uncle Pratt's logic, okay, all right. Good morning, Nana Okese. We all know the court injunction was filed to prevent the tertiary campuses from voting. JB would have won if the TESCON members were allowed to vote. This was deliberate and a deliberate ploy. Amadou Al Hassan, Edifi, Czech Republic, and now what they buy. Nana, I want. I want Uncle Kwesi to do analysis on why some of the candidates lost and why some won. Reverend Da Costa. Na kwanga gosi de ono ne hwan a bi before akoto ma ba hon. Anaban practice o wani wo ho. Nana ya. Asembe kre ni na mo ha anka practice ya. Now we the MPP are focused and we are determined to break the aid with our new executives. Sule Shaibu Edifree Enchi. Nana Komia, just want to worry your uncle this morning. Tell your uncle not to mind Nana Komia because he is only distracting him. But it's a fine game. Daniel Ochre, Edifree, Ga East, Ena Ode Ebaye. It is always easy for opposition parties to unite for political power, but extremely difficult for parties in government to unite to retain power. Ofe Kumi, and Odifree Mampong, Ekwapem, Ede Ebaye. Nanakomia. Pacho. Yanko round 2. Any other issue?
Answer na me come say round 2 no say Yera John Mahama. Can be before elections ne registration or the Subobia boys.
Pacho.
Okay, maybe kakre bi ka but answer na me we no. And the pani opinion for no back say court injunction no on June this court injunction. Na on June this court injunction na den. Say executives na say organizing committee na na bo mutrim can say test confor no emuntimi to aba no. Sa na nipa no kana. There was a court injunction. Me who injunction on my phone so. My own copy. Maybe I'm the best send you.
And send them yeah.
All the A was. The rest send you CCR.
What are some of the reliefs?
Oh, there. May the best send you.
Okay, all right.
Now, how is it so be crab bonitary as a party no organizing committee no na a injunction too so and we can say in organizing committee no need power to exclude anybody from voting. Who needs our power? And to even try to suggest there was no injunction is bogus. Na party no aboka ayen shishedi yeyen kumei almost 300 edema bankran apebe bi on beda e kapi nya party no afatom so aye. And then party no bega say mamuntu aba. And nobody in the party, whether nipa ni chairman or general secretary, can exclude anybody. It's only the courts. Because injunction about late. And then the Kahuna conference no a delay, sir. Because the party nuclear was surprised at the injunction. But court dear. There was no time to go and seek a review or anything. In the court they are bad there, now, sir, I na kwesi can say who here say well lose the election you reach out to my mentiasi. Now say was it now say the mentiasi.
Well lose the election you cannot dictate the agenda.
I say no obian cancer.
No being cancer.
No, what they are calling for is unity. Unity.
The
Reach out for
unity must be based on the acceptance of the election results and the recognition of the authority of those who have been properly elected.
Now,
that's what I'm
why
saying.
now we lose the election? Wabeka say me accept the results. Nipa lose the election free. John Boy do to Asamoah Boatin to wine. One worker someone accept the election results.
No, EBS paying.
And but they been see.
EBS paying.
But they been see net.
EBS paying.
Okay. Until
say you harmful.
Alright, then your problem. See, I can't say reach out and patch up. More and more winning elections. See, reach out to your colleagues who lost. Reach out. Even because all your election no cry no. Now why elections da? Uluswa ya obi wo mu. I no cry no. You need soothing. The news American with you penny. Now who better to let you feel reassured than the person now on the election? Sure, me winning elections were Okankwe South 1996 primaries. Be a parliamentary candidate. The very next day, Adia Chinye, a nipana no mo ye omunima fanya. The very next day, could be a fear. Catch up said, ye real elections. The person will come home, will be time echi. Na yetimi call parliamentary elections na kasa. Onim. A nipani be no munima fa. Me reach be ko mu fie me ko mu nwa mo na so ni om kotena ase ka chom se adwobrel omo ba ye no so mo ba be ye adwuma na ya omo ye adwuma e ma mi win elections no e chen nipa ni bipa no mo time free efitiasia and my party no e united say ye hu say John Boy do count because ono so e chitafo Asamoah Boatin ka ho ono so etai executive echi oni yehu so ni team ye edin kuta ho omo dream party ni ho omo ye party na djuma. It fosters unity, it heals wounds, and it brings inclusion. Now Ghana Hayati NPP na wa be
Okay.
Na BBC see it me kase binyo akwesi kura kemi. Say we should reach out to the other parties. Anambwa. Yeah. Even though NPP na win, but we want everybody to be on board, consult. Senebea namwa ye to even though you are the ruling party, you have broad support. Enti reaching out to your political opponents there is crucial. Whether
there's a difference between that and
now,
allowing your opponent to dictate. There's a difference between that.
Now, reaching out doesn't mean say no never be dictate. Who's going to take that? Nobody will take that. Reaching out just means to say, ye ti ye nya juma, bra beka ye nya juma. And so why your elections that you would know how important it is to reach out to people who have lost. Me, my elections P, and I know how important it is. And until no me winning, they should reach out. Matis or Mashasi, Matis a Kodia, Shasi, Matis a team.
In fact, I don't pay any Kodia Kasa or say after declaration, first person or no Kodia no friend, John Boadu. Our then Akasa, our friend Kwabre Japan, and or say our friend Kwabre Japan, when about Dan Butchie, our friend Dan Butchie, and all the people that matter. So I shall say
that is very good, especially Oman Yomuyaba. And no just said they are coming to impose their ideology. Now, we are more the same party. One ideology is different.
And
they're their own custom.
Ideology.
And well, Abia the way I can be a yantias. Now, our last topic back, we'll say era John Mahama. I'll say that the Subobo Electoral Commission. I'll say I'm buying me go to topic. Government is using Electoral Commission as pliant tool. Topic I would have to hear. Na di era John Mahama ho ya opa.
Ade.
Na semi a okay. We are semi fata so on Obeka say. A fata. Former president. A fata no so no Obeka say aban e use Electoral Commission. Na Electoral Commission a pliant tool. A fata say former president Mama Beka say na Ghana for. Time and fatano. Share Ira Mahama with the president. And Chebia in year 2012 to 2016. And Chebia. They may not catch a Ghana for EFA Electoral Commission. Any no catch about the relationship between Electoral Commission and the executive. They may not catch. Okay, and say Electoral Commission no independent. Constitution of Ghana no Electoral Commission no independence.
Maybe then.
Na constitution assistant. See yen constitution na na yaw. Nti wo catch jetum say Electoral Commission independent. Omuni a kwan bia we Electoral Commission boss and now we commissioner. A kwan bia ni hwa ubetimi assessor election results. Okay, chair and say or no as president no. Only a kwan bia ubetimi are influencing election results. Nana ya so oka we jana wo kroma. Meboa. Also, more criticize Electoral Commission. No money in so be no mun jai na Electoral Commission yen juma. Sa no ketre. Nene constitution no assesa. Ana wo president ma onye president bi mu dia. Na chese Electoral Commission no omunye independent. Anya like agents omu independent. So omu independent time wo aban mu. Na wo free aban mu dia omunye independent bi. Na aban na atiso. Wo see aban we president we hwan unni any influence on the election matters. Sa na wo catch your time we president. Na wo free so dia. Eno dey afei when who say aban influence on election matters. Double standards. And a President Muhammad double standards. Echi a onyon ko di etwe dwiem. Suban na President Muhammad In fact, the Electoral Commission is independent whether President Mahama is president or President Akufo-Addo or President Nana Yaw. The Electoral Commission will be independent. Every elections here, I will say President Mahama also untiasi. Uko court. Ibisa mo say adansi amo de buy say results no enye no adansi no way. Na ni kroma.
Pacho na me wa.
Then I'm catch electoral court. I'm some of dance de bi amba na emom no person buti electoral commission no mu ensem na say ya election ya the results aba na also njintum didn't na njintum who are dance here say results na ya de aka no enye no na say results now court supreme court na say for dance here brown say nkuta ba fa bibi amba na emom no person bi say electoral commission questions. And you know, President no catch it say election no lose because juju and tricks. The MPP for Akofa baby spiritual means they are blinded Ghanaians. You know, no catch it. Nana me boy. Who's our interview? Nana.
Nana come here.
No me boy catch him. Say you no need to put him. Yeah.
They were here.
No ni Kofi Wanwani. Kofi Wanwani ha no ye juma.
Baby or angel.
Only Kofi Wanwani ye. You pam the best send you say on my phone this one. Na hanka TV and ka botchere yin. O see results no NP o ye ni MP ne because NPP for Akofa baby e di bibia bri Ghana for ani so Ghana for enwe juma papa o ye. Afi do say electoral commission. Na say no omo ye pliant in the omo ye tools. That is, you are not even showing respect to the state institution. And yet, you shouldn't be speaking like this. You shouldn't. One kasemo a 2020 elections here more be employ lawyers at Kukudam in every polling station. Now I can't want it. You're not a catcher. After you don't catch and say polling agents, no, many of them will go school. Nipa also the lawyers call each polling station.
But say we no sir, we are okay. Or say Ghana card no are easy. Episode the year sole as a document for identification of the year. Ghana for do na nyanya sa Ghana card. Nti o yes sir. Omo a enya 18 on between ato aba no. You are denying them from voting.
Okay.
And that's what he's saying.
Now, Electoral Commission edin share base. Sa die ya ye kwako ye registration now afi na yesi ko obuesi minimum no wesi minimum no wesi oteha wesi onteha ye nimu no na tokwesi polling stations registration na onte wo kroma every registration is Electoral Commission say baby a ye do say you use Ghana card na ebema ena we minua ena we e madamfo and a minimum way and a way into her niya between. Swell. Aye, she papa. So be the ID card. Ebeko. Sasa she and electoral commission day, but yinya who says a dimwa a bema registration akuye. Who feels say and yet Ghana for do draw na a walk electoral ID card no. Boss akokor. Ne bisa ekuo na omo ye ID card no say kwan be na mo be fa so. Na ye maye o medi 18 o betimi nya card e bi. So ye bisa National Identification Authority. Si a jidi se nipa na edi 18 no pi ni national ID card yen bisa kwan hyehyɛ ye no menya bi na yinya ento ato adwen na obi a wedi 18 no e Ghana ba mapa obenya card na on ka se esan se wo feel se enye nipa ni nya na benya card ni benti no na eche se is Electoral Commission no omo ye tools in the hands of the government. Now open a day juma. At time. It is a she people and now what problem wo home no what suggestion be better. As a major stakeholder like the NDC, like President Mahama, suggest a way forward. And now raise your concerns, but don't go and impute motives. Say, omodi shishe yaba because they are tools in the hands of the government. And you are not so independent. At time, unjai, and fatan, and I am boy and democracy. Medas.
Meso medase nana kumia ena moten nka sesiano. This one says congratulations. Unfortunately, there's no time for honeymoon. Breaking the 8 starts right away. Welcome to the hot seat. All eyes on you now. God's guidance and humility is my prayer for you. Don't self anyway if he's Sakaman and or the ebae blueprint udie wow papa. One of the things I have learned in this game called politics is that if someone tags you with characters like arrogance, disrespectful, etc., you have to look for a pastor to pray for you. These character traits have brought a lot of mighty men down, and that is my takeaway in this year's NPP's election from the polling station to national level. Aki, Eddie Free, if you want and what do we say, Ebaye? Bakubu, how be some Nana Kumia question be man, or say, Nana Kumia, Nana Akasi, please kindly ask Nana Kumia of his views on what Chairman Untumi and his other 14 colleagues did. Kokrokoo means you and what do we say, Ebaye? You, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all national executives, especially my boss, Roy Henry Nana Boache, Nana B, Bobby Big Boss, Teacher Mante, and what do we say, Ebaye? Mami Adwa says, Nana, once upon a time, there was no perfect election in this world. What has changed now? Congrats to all the winners. Posterity will bear John Boadu witness that he served well. God be with him. Say Obama, and Norway a free pukwase, Ebaye. Na me of our idea, me koneso na fe yetuapo. Over.
Masa.
Man Pratt.
Linka mama semua, masem titi tia. On the brother na ye kan MPP about one. Me kan say we din kugu anya we na set agenda na ade. Nini Nana Kumia ni bi achinye pa. Eba electoral commission it was John Muhammad they were din kugu no no set agenda. Not the same thing Nana making. The same thing Nana.
Oh say there's no need to reach out.
Mankasa.
Unity.
David. Master Mankasa.
Oh say
Niamina meka masem. Asema meka eni se. Se wadi nkugu anya wo agenda na yedi be adwuma.
O se wudi nkugu enu ano no finish ye wie.
David o say wudi nkugu a ye kasa unity ni nkyere se o be kasa chenchina chen ye mfa me agenda na nya adwuma.
Na why na kasa ye mfa ne agenda nya adwuma?
Eno ya another but you na komi the anchor practical no another thing. So obi aka na obi nkan na but what he's saying is say the facts here can unity ni nkyere say o lose an over kasa mu reach out to me the na me agenda ni eno ye mfa nya adwuma. Ana ofanya za na okay.
What be that so be a lose election? Na ono be kasa me there. Answer na me ba be ye adwuma no chese me agenda. What be that?
Nana Kumia says here wo wuti hey. And I will kasa John Muhammad lose election. No never be try ni yen. Nya one kasa. Says here wuti hey. It in your kafa John Muhammad no. It applies to everybody else the same way. And no na me kan.
And to me reach out to him.
Oh, me kasa don't reach out.
Okay. If you like reaching out, that's fine.
Me kasa I like reaching out. And I mean kasa you shouldn't reach out. Ni American say. So what did Nkugo? So see how no. Opening Stephen in team and you're electing a national chairman. Only
yeah.
So a person more Duma, what did Kugo not so person more Duma? Who party you are entitled, you have rights and responsibilities and obligations. I say yes, I'm kind. But Obia knew what did Kugo could dictate a man chairman, a friend say in team say, you say why didn't say
why the best?
Nana what can be says here with you?
Said
what the war John Mahama
said
Urefi.
What a chikaime.
But my main kanya
no the
main kanya o pese meka. Me kanya me am pese meka.
Meka say John Mama me ntie no. Anamba.
Say some okay quite disgraceful. It is what kasa and so
because
ya to aba
no input motives. me can say John Mahama differences be
so me can ya me buy some me back ya me imagine chem say me can ma me kan pacho misrel
koso
okay masa na baby ya na kumya bu ya no me bu sa be no we de misre no me stress abe no na me dia kamasam etu awunyonko ho etu adien etu duam ono na bu sa be no nia ekosu and an your course of Charlotte or say you're chairman of electoral commission. The difference between them. A dear young come fast Charlotte or say who say or your pliant government be you soon and so on.
Yeah, there was criticism against the electoral commission.
What is the difference today?
But Obia and Kase Nintino or your pliant to the government. There was criticism against the electoral commission. But the next time court say yanini nyaji enti yade court but yan ka say or your client
etu awunyonko ho etu aduam no etu awunyonko ho etu aduam
yan ka say electoral commission shall say no or you a tool of the NDC government.
Hey
yan Kasa, that was the director of communications, never in all the press conferences and the matters we took to court yan Kasa or
etiefo no omutie na no omutie ne amuka sa
enti so ye Kasa
me nkosukra ehia krasa me kosu it because etiefo no nim ne amuka na me na me ba beka obi anim ne amuka e fa Charlotte say ho
we criticize her.
So why can't people criticize the current one?
Yeah, but we are not imputing motives. Yan cancer enuntinu or Mama President Mahama. Nobody imputed motives. You say as a Juma baby out the quay, you know nyadri. Fine. You have the right. But yan cancer because you're any nyadri tinu. Nature say no or Mama John Mahama na NDC. We never said so. I was the director of communication. We never. And because if President Mama say, look, Sadia, no problem. My question now, why that open ye car into where out there?
Nana, Maminka na min chiresa ye be dana senya me de mami kwan na minka. That's all.
So I been na ubuntu na me.
And I bet they say one akofa ba na magia tumu se ye fanya djuma. Wonu akobube. And I'm say be na odi aba na e de ye fanya djuma. What is the problem? Etu ya wonyonko ho etu eduam. That's all. Who be now the buy?
Yeah.
Na pachopi. Hwe. Why name him say Ghana for do nara? Any Ghana card. Why name him? Why name him say Ghana for do nara any Ghana card? Enti nukura wo mu say sanya na kumia kan me na ya dwen. Sa Ghana card ne de ekoye registration dia. And they say bisa say kwan ben ne be fa so a obiara wo ni Ghana card obi na Ghana card ni bi say ne be yo no so betumi register koto aba. Sa de ho de me no ya doing perfect. But obia wo ho kwan so bisa say na Ghana for dodo ni Ghana card no. Na eno nko so ne de koye registration no. Ebeye den yet me ato aba. That's all. Masa me nka bi mawie. Me ni asem bi aka bi mawie mapon. Nana nyesa.
Bacho no ano.
Nana e me de say kwesi agye atu say. Yedim say na anyu obi ana wo Ghana card. Eno ntino. Say electoral commission so this anhihye e ba. Say etumi twi na dwen. Say anyu obi ana wo card bi. Enti kwan ben na e be fa so. Na dodo na e be say register o menya card. No problem. But say ye koso ne ka say essence electoral commission this adwinchire abenti omo ye pliant tool in the government that yan kan ye now nim nana
about women some doso ye kwatu abai
mami wie
who secessionist movement say sorry Ghana ha
kwesi mami wie
ye to abai ya fum secessionist movement na yira ora me boa no so me boa
okay. Because that's an interesting point that I think we must look at. But Udim Nana ya a sad Ghana card as a chima baby so. That's a million no man DC for. As a sad Ghana card, yes, so many in
I didn't know Gaza.
Because Udim I'm some general secretary say why put no time I see a registration Ghana card. No can say man nkrofo nkoye bi na onim say NDC ba bas apem e free 2009 ekosi 2016 onim say na National Education Authority na ewo ho staff ni nya wo ho omo chief executive nya wo ho sa 8 years no between 2009 and 2016 nso manya Ghana card back up Ghana for inti 8 years with the National Identification Authority in place, with a chief executive, with staff. Now you chew card. Now for 8 years, you anya Ghana card back. So I'm buying na Ghana card. Now you're starting with free 2007, 2008. Nami will be 8 years no man ya back. Enti I don't know. Say Ghana card na yenya yibenya one national ID. I know na edib share one soon a free birth to death. Sena ye one world every civilized and progressive country. Minim say NDC for omumpea. No mumpenswa. Tinti no mumpe. Bibi or Ghana card numa ebeha NDC party na. Because there seems to be opposition to the Ghana card at every stage. Now, I dare say, you need to check.
No, I can't because and there, but kind of one crater and even that. Or man penning that John Dramani Muhammad Ghana card is so important. Ghana me be Uncle Pebi. And I may pay Maui.
Okay. 8 years. Other than 8 years, you're meant to Ghana card back.
That's another matter. But and that the one criteria.
And I'm imagining but then I'm imagining so Kwesi. That is my ground. And I'm just to say 8 years.
That's what I said. Look at your case. Move beyond Ghana card.
Maybe quotation in the amount. And then I'm put just in your quotation.
You want me promises here? Me.
Oh, me actually, but me just what they say. About my dream was saying 8 years here and Kokrokoo better now so. Na National Identification Authority a war or more appointee chief executive and the staff 2009 now 2016 my man anya Ghana card back up and it means so
Charlie Apona
Nana so anwasi Medasi no pay you Man Pratt.
Yes sir.
Medasi.
Okay boss.
Yami shiramo. Professor Kofi Ajekum so anope yedo asepa se prof unya bre eba be kan ye ho. Abusua ha e na enenso so ebrebe me kwan e ma ye de Kokrokoo dwumade no asie. O ma nwim bie kakra na me nkowai. Electricity Company of Ghana semepa mucho mutie. Yes, mupo bako ebu ewo Ashalaja All Nations area ho.
Living in the world, my brother.
The sentinel nansa ene ne apo no ebu ye. Enkania any All Nations area ho ewo Ashalaja. ECG Madauroma Montramoni and show senya medru mani mudia. Yes, electric pole bako ebu ewo Ashalaja All Nations area. And ECG for Yesremo Adamonshena Monsiesi Nafi Monson Kaniana Emma Wania ewo Ashalaja.
Living in the world, my sister. Some are really gonna love you, and some are really gonna hate you. Yeah, we don't wanna
Alhaji Abu Isamoni Agbato.
That is why we be drinking. Yeah.
Alhaji, this is my beer.
For when we'll be going right.
Let me drink this beer and live here in peace.
Friends will be drinking all the beer. Hey, 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 hey. We don't wanna know about the kamama. Yeah, we don't wanna know about the Zurana no man. Yeah, we don't wanna know. Hey, hey, hey. But tell me my yelly pala no man. My body
Enti mo amopese mo kokata 2022 ni nyina bi no. Nyame aduma efi chine ko. Enhwehwe Kempon Travel and Tours. And a CBG Ghana ayeno. Yebeda ni nyina di akire mo. Time obisi or Toyota Corolla 2018 model autumn. When you want a 0244 105634 0244 105634. I don't pay me a happy birthday and congratulations to DCOP Michael Nketia Frimpong.
I really go ahead.
On your promotion to Director General Finance from NTAC of Tessano Division and all your friends, wishing you a happy birthday and congratulating you on your promotion. DCOP Michael Nketia Frimpong. Dr. Faradexin Kennedy Asante Ose Osofo Kojo Asante. Stephen Bafo, Isaac Udro, Peter Square, Pretty Joyce. Mami Biama Kwafuna Kusi Agwabo Ajeme Damwase. And I'm not a man Pratt and half a Professor Kufie Jakumonka. The Radiasum J Jamunina, Frame and I, Kessi with me, Aframe the Cardinal. Nyame aduma ochina ebe to asom so kofi kumbelsen da rare baby no motran ko bimse premo beto. The Radiasum J Jamo. Makramo.